How you doing, Duff here? What you're looking at is the area where I have my 70-inch 4K LG TV sitting normally. I have it out of there because what I'm going to be doing is installing a shelf above it. And the primary reason for that is to have a spot to put my center channel surround sound speaker. I had it behind the TV and it was kind of obstructing the sound somewhat, so I didn't really like that, so I'm going to be putting it above it. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use these 2x4s as shelf supports, roughly like that, and then I'm going to have a trim piece that comes across the front of it. I have a piece of 2x6 that's going to go in between as the actual shelf itself, and then the trim board in the front. This is actually something that I had set up previously with my old TV. I had a 61-inch projection TV actually that sat very high, and I had a shelf above it at that time. And then when I got my 73-inch Mitsubishi DLP, the shelf was too low, so I ripped the whole thing out. So now I'm going to be putting one back in. So that's the plan. First thing is to get the supports, the 2x4 supports on either side installed and level. And what I'm going to do to attach them is I'm going to hold them on the wall, get them level, and then just pop a hole through with the drill just to mark the drywall. And then I have these drywall anchors that I'm going to use to go into the drywall to give me my mounting point, and then I have some long 3.5-inch wood screws I'm going to go through 2x4 into the drywall anchor. And these are supposed to be able to hold 75 pounds, so there's going to be much less weight than that on there, so it should be fine. So that's the plan. I just kind of need Cindy in here to be my extra set of hands. So hopefully she comes in soon. Okay, so there you can see my piece of 2x6 that we're going to be using, and my trim piece. Is right here. This is 1/2 inch thick stuff. So I'm going to recess my brackets, my 2x4 brackets, a 1/2 inch from the front of the wall. So in theory, you'll have a nice flush surface in the front. So now Cindy and I are going to be attaching the 2x4s to the side. I've already marked the line on the wall and made it parallel, so I'm going to drop my first screw hole in. Okay, so we just drilled our initial hole there in the wall. And now I'm going to be using my drywall anchor. Feels like there might be a metal stud behind there.
Uh-oh. You have your step finder?
Going in slowly. Okay.
You did it.
Alright, so I basically just drilled a little bit bigger on the metal stud so it could thread itself in. So that's on. So now we want to try.
Shavings.
Sure.
Sharp shavings.
So now my goal is to put this 3.5-inch screw through the board into that mount and then swing it up and level it. That's the plan.
Good plan.
Can you come over and hold this, please? Just make sure. Let it go.
Still on.
It's on there. So what I'm going to do is find level and then drill another pilot hole and repeat the process. So I'm going to need you again.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, good time for dinner.
Okay, I got my pilot hole. I'm once again going to use a bigger bit to make it a little bit bigger. There's no stud behind there that time, so it's going to be a little easier. These drywall anchors, you don't want to over tighten them. Just tighten them until they're flush with the wall. Okay, should I do 3? Should probably do 3 anchors both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of 2. All right.
It is nice. I was an honor grad.
Did you tell them specifically what you wanted?
Yes, I told him I was honor grad.
Okay, we're going to do one more pilot here. So I'm going to have 3 anchors on each board. Should have done this right away. Okay, again, no stud. That's good. Okay, I got that back one in. Now I'm in the middle. Tightening them all up now, not super tight, just tighten up. Okay. Nice and level. This board's going to go like this. That's good. So you see how it's going to cover it? Frick is in the foot.
You want me to see?
It's right there in the middle.
Smacking a booty. Was that it?
I don't know.
Look at it. Can you see?
Yeah, it's awesome. So that looks good, right? And
That's
then
great.
you look, you hold it up like this.
Let me get rid of this before it goes in my foot. Yeah?
Do just like this.
And see, it is almost beige colored, so it looks like it'll be good. I think I-
Alright, so now we gotta do the same thing over here. The key is getting the other side at the same height to make sure that it is level as well. I've already given myself a line here to go off of. We need it to be just about as perfect as possible.
Pardon me? You talking to me?
Talking to the camera.
Oh, sorry. Oh, oh, moved to place.
But I'm gonna need you to hold it again.
You want me to hold it while you
I
look?
need you to hold it. Yeah, I already have it level, so you got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Okay.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put the front one in and hold it up and then just put the board across and just make sure that it's level or reasonably close. Instead of using the big 2x6 as my level, I'll just use this. It's a lot easier, a lot lighter. Cindy, how does that look eyeballed?
Oh, wow.
Look straight?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the level. And the level's very straight too.
Also, it's
Oh, it's a little
tiny, but
bit,
I don't, as long as it's visually you can't tell, I don't really care.
yeah, no, it looks good. Looks good.
Look straight when you
Yeah.
back on it, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the distance between it, yeah. You know, the top and the top.
Okay, yeah, it's not, by the level, it's a little bit to the side, but it's still within the line, so I think the
It's
human eye's not gonna be able to tell. What?
Fine.
You agree? I hope.
Or what?
I said you agree?
I agree.
Okay, we gotta hold this up again, have to get it level, I'm gonna drop 2 holes.
Oh, you wanna check it again? Because when you pulled it out, see, it needs to go down just, gonna make sure that. Ooh, hot, what do you want?
Again, not tightening the hell out of them. Alright, let's Alright, here's the big mama shelf. Already cut the size, thank goodness. Yeah, see this is wide enough to cover both things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just wide enough.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to put some, it's not, it's good, or the top.
Well, it covers the whole thing, so it's gonna be pretty much flush with the top here.
Right. That's what I'm saying, you want it with the top, that's good.
That's good.
Yep.
Slow.
Yeah. Yeah, looks great.
Alright, so
And the sun came on.
and actually with the big shelf in there, it actually does look pretty much dead on level, which is good. And then this trim piece I have is just wide enough to cover both the 2x4 and the shelf and the 2x6. So it's going to go something like this, just like that.
It'll look nice because it's the same width as the shelf above it. It's very
Yeah,
symmetrical.
when I did it before, it actually looked like it was designed that way. They just had another shelf in here.
But you had it all white before, right? Because that
Yeah,
was white.
yeah, it was white back then. Okay, cool. And I mean, you really don't, you totally do not need to paint this. It's invisible, you never see it, you cleaned it up.
I might put something on it to make it easier to clean though.
Oh, okay.
That's coat would make it
Mhm.
look all less better.
So do you want me to actually nail it now, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna paint it while it's on the wall.
But the top thing is you're gonna do something. You need to do that
Oh,
now.
okay. No, I could use a roller, but I got it. I'm not spraying or anything. It's fine. My arms fit in there. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's ready to go.
All right.
Ready to nail and be done.
All right.
Keep it back
All
together.
right, we're gonna nail.
Like that. Got it.
Okay, I'm now going to, ooh, battery pack is low. Let's hook up the power. Okay, battery is running out of juice. Now we're going to nail the trim piece on the front.
I'm holding it. Yeah. Good. I'm holding it. Look. Yay.
So you can fill that in.
Yep. Oh, piece of cake. Beautiful. Good job.
Okay, I'm Kooky. Shut up. I have my center punch. Just gonna recess these a little bit, and the seam's gonna come back through with some drywall filler and fill in these small gaps in either edge to make it look a little smoother. And then she will paint it to match the wall color. Alright, there you go. So it's basically done. I'll be putting my speaker in the middle of there once it's painted. And that's pretty much it. So if you have a space that you're looking to add a shelf, this is one technique that you can use to do it. Not a lot of materials. You know, the most important thing is just obviously keeping everything level. It's the biggest thing. But that's it. So if you're looking to hang a shelf, this may be one way that you could, one technique you could use to do so. Until next time, Duffman out.